Hello again, everybody. We are live, PCA 2022. We're here with one of our absolute favorite people in the whole world, Terence Reily.
Oh, me? Okay.
We're at the Aganorsa booth. How are you, sir?
Oh, losing my voice, but living the dream.
I mean, people that only watch our videos would think that you just sound that way all the time. So they might.
I don't want them to think I sound this way all the time.
All right. So who officially is taller? Is it you or Omar DeFrias?
Omar.
Is he really?
Way taller.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are both
like
like
2
2 feet taller than me.
Yeah,
so it's hard
he's
to
like
tell,
2.5 feet tall.
I don't think I've ever seen you stand next to each other. But all right. So you, as far as new things at the show,
Yes.
You rebranded the core line.
Yes, sir.
And it's now the Validation series.
Yes, sir.
You want to take us through that?
Yeah, so we sent out a survey to our retail partners a little over a year ago. And it's like, hey, how can we do better? How can we build more with you? And the big takeaway from the responses was, listen, we love your cigars. The blends are great. You got great tobacco, but it's really confusing. The customer, one, doesn't recognize that it's Aganorsa. Two, it has to be explained what it is. And then why are the boxes 20 count and then 15 count and then 7 count? And so, one, it was not retailer friendly in terms of how it displayed. And two, it was very hard to recognize. And so we addressed that. We worked with a team. Number one, anybody, I mean, you could be Helen Keller and you would still recognize that this is Aganorsa. It's very distinctive and bright. And then each of the lines, it's clear. Connecticut, Corojo, Maduro, Habano. So you know what you're getting into just by looking. It's Aganorsa and this is the wrapper. So that helps out a lot with the retailing. And then we also made the boxes all 15 counts and they're all Robusto, Toro, Gran Toro, and all 4 of the wrappers. And so that makes it a little bit easier for the shelf. You know, when you're displaying, right, you could split 2 boxes. You know, room is always a premium, so it makes it a lot easier to kind of adjust depending on the space you have.
So what were the names of these before, becoming
So it was known as the Casa Fernandez, Aganorsa Leaf, Connecticut, Corojo, Habano, Maduro.
Hence the change.
Yes, yeah, and now it's Aganorsa Leaf, La Validation, Connecticut, Corojo, Maduro, Habano.
So the name Validation, that comes from
validating.
You made it popular. You're famous now for your validating. What is your validation process?
So it's a sacred ritual.
Yes.
So there's actually 2 types of validation. One is a real thing, and one is something I use to justify smoking cigars I want to smoke as work.
It's also work. It's all work.
So on the real side, when we get a shipment in, we will randomly select boxes, or if it's a new line, we'll intentionally select boxes. Yeah. And we look at the box, we open it up. Does it smell like paint? We take the cigar out. We make sure the wrapper looks uniform. We feel it up, make sure it's not too light or too dense. We dry taste it, smoke it. And it's a whole process to make sure that the cigar is performing the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it's a real thing we do. I also oftentimes want to smoke something and call it work. And
it's like a business expense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're
justifying.
And when I do that, I say I'm validating it. So that's how it all came about. So that's why when you're for anyone at home, I'm not smoking a cigar. I'm validating.
Yeah, you tell your wife, I'm working on something. I'm
validating a cigar right now.
Important work.
Yeah,
that
very
has
important.
to be done.
A sacred duty.
Yes, absolutely.
A sacred duty.
All right, sir. So you also have the new Anniversario packaging. Let's go check it out.
Right over here. So also, before I even jump into that, the Validation will also be in a fresh pack, which they'll be able to try one of each of the wrappers, the Toro size and all that. So we're happy about that. And then the Anniversario Maduro, which is, it's good. The last few years we've done Anniversario as a limited edition for the show for attendees. This year we're doing it as a regular line, but PCA attendees will have a 6-month window of exclusivity till the end of the year, basically. And we did, again, upgraded the packaging. Robusto, Toro, Gran Toro. I think it's very attractive. Pops. I'm not even a big Maduro guy myself, but this is perhaps my favorite blend that we make, just because it's so delicious. It's like a big chocolate bar.
Yeah. The new packaging and bands look amazing. Like, it's kind of the opposite color scheme of the Corojo version. You probably can't see it too well right now, but look at the pictures.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
We made them in the same sizes, so that way a box, again, if the retailer has issues with space, You could potentially split a box between the two,
Right.
or individually, go like piano keys. Looks kind of cool. So that's the idea is to make it easy for them and attractive to the consumer.
Price point on these, are they pretty close to the Corojo?
Yeah,
Same as before?
Yeah, the Corojo is 12 to 14, and this is 13 to 15.
Awesome. So last thing I wanted to ask you about was, I wanted to ask you quickly about the Cerberus.
Yes, sir.
So how's that been received? Like we got to try it a little early because it was in the
list.
It made our list before it was even out.
Yeah.
So that's how good that cigar is for us. How's that been going for you?
Yeah, it continues to do well. We're also featuring it here just because I've been talking about the new, but it's still new to us.
Yeah.
And the 2012 wrapper has been well received, which is nice because we're the only ones utilizing Corojo 2012 currently, as far as I know.
What's your favorite size in that blend? Because I have a strong opinion on it. What's your favorite size?
So, in terms of sizes, I normally would like the Lonsdale, but I like the Robusto.
Okay. See, I think the Lonsdale is the next level from the others. Personally, I don't know why. I can't tell you why.
Yeah, for whatever reason, our blends, I like them in 54s.
Okay.
A lot of what and that's not my size.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I like the blend in the 54.
What is your go-to size?
Like 6 by 46, 5 5/8 by 46.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Perfect. Well, we'll let you keep your voice as much as you can.
Thank you for turning out.
As always, thank you so much for chatting with us, and we wish you the rest of the best of the show, and good luck the rest of the year.
Greatest day of our lives. Make sure to follow Aganorsa and validate.
We'll see you at Rocky Mountain.
Absolutely.
See you there.
I'll be with bells on.